Hi everyone, I'm Mark Rosenthal with you on this Saturday night. The snow is underway. It's beautiful out of doors. The roads are getting slick. What is this? Snowstorm number? Is this 4 or 5? I'm losing count here. But before we get into this any further, I want to thank Jim Callahan and friends at WMEX Radio having me on the show today. We had a lot of fun. We were on at noon, from noon to 1. WMEX 1510. They're back. Remember them from the 60s and 70s? Arnie Woo Woo Ginsburg was there. Dale Dorman was there. And now a whole bunch of great people working at WMEX. I'm so happy to be back on the air. All right, we have a little weather song for you. People say wherever I go, they're talking about the weather. People say, do you get sick of talking about the weather? And this is what I say back to you. Ready?
Everywhere you go, always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, always take the weather. Everywhere you go, always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, always take.
Oh yeah, I'm always taking the weather with me, folks. So we got a lot of weather to go through. So you ready to go on this long ride with me? Let's bring on the weather headline. Blizzard warnings are in effect now until 7 a.m. Monday. Now, even though the heaviest snow is probably done by noon tomorrow, we then have what's called a ground blizzard because the winds are going to crank tomorrow afternoon from the northwest, 30 to 60 miles an hour. Could be some hurricane force winds along the immediate coast, certainly Cape Cod and the islands. The worst of the storm very late tonight to about midday tomorrow. And because there's such a high ratio in this snow, I think we're going to get a lot of snow in Boston, close to a foot before all said and done. And we may do that in about 4/10 of liquid. Incredible stuff. Again, hurricane force winds are possible along the coast. Very dangerous wind chills tomorrow afternoon of 25 to 35 below zero. The actual air temperatures tomorrow afternoon falling back into the single numbers. So there's a lot of dangerous elements to the storm. These are the watches and warnings as we pointed out last night. In orange, it's a blizzard warning up and down the coast to Cape Cod, southern Rhode Island, southern Connecticut. In pink, it's a winter storm warning. Of course, lesser amounts back into the Berkshires. Now, as of early this evening, temperatures in the Northeast are running mostly in the teens and 20s. I wanted to really focus on what's going on in Canada because all this Arctic air, where it's well below zero, is going to get entrained into this storm tomorrow. This in slightly modified form will be spilling down into the greater Boston area. Temperatures falling back to near zero probably by early tomorrow evening. So let's set the stage for you. Here's what's happening. We are looking at a couple of areas of low pressure along this cold frontal zone back through New York State, but pressures are falling rapidly on the New Jersey coast. All the energy is being transferred to the southeast, and we are going to see low pressure exploding south of Long Island very late tonight, then moving steadily off to the northeast, but intensifying as it does. And as it intensifies, we capture that intensification. Thank goodness it's moving, because if it wasn't, we'd get over 2 feet of snow in Boston. Arctic high pressure building in behind the storm, with a big storm up over the Maritimes tomorrow night. High pressure here. The winds are going to go nuts from the northwest, so you really have to watch out for that. Frostbite could happen very quickly, and there could be, of course, scattered power outages. As of early this evening, Chatham radars beginning to show precipitation blossoming. In the green, it's light to moderate precipitation coming up into the greater Boston area. More elements of moderate precipitation, moderate snow coming into southeastern New England, including Cape Cod and the islands. This whole area is burgeoning back to the west as well. Let's pan out the shot of the map to show you a wider view of our friends today. This is the snow pattern beginning to aggrandize. You see everything coming together. But I also want to show you this rope-like quality. Here's the Arctic air front, the Arctic coming to transmit the storm. This is going to send the Arctic air in a low pressure, which is really going to energize it south of New England late tonight. And so let's jump ahead and look at the weather map at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We have, no, I beg your pardon, Mark, you're going a little bit too fast for yourself. This is 1 o'clock Sunday morning. We have low pressure southwest of Martha's Vineyard, intensifying quickly. The winds slowly are picking up at 1 o'clock Sunday morning. Now, 8 o'clock Sunday morning, here's the rub. You say, gee, Mark, that storm is really far out there. I think we have one low really far out here, and then I think we have a hangback low just to the east of Cape Cod with the winds whipping from the northwest at 30 to 65 miles an hour. Tomorrow morning between 6 a.m. and noon, it's going to look like a real blizzard. And by 1 o'clock, by and large, for the most part for Boston, it's a done deal, even though it's going to be snowing to beat the band from Portland, Maine north. And I think they're going to get over 2 feet up around Portland to Bangor, Maine. But I also want to show you this. This is a 700 millibar map, 10,000 foot level, valid for 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The dark green represents 90% steady precipitation. Let me just get the cursor off of that, and you'll see the back edge is still in Boston. We could still have some light snow at that point, but what I want to really concentrate here is that the circulation is so large, I still wouldn't be surprised if bands of snow come down in the easternmost Massachusetts, Cape Cod, in the islands for a good portion of tomorrow afternoon. We'll have to wait and see if I'm just on Fantasy Island or not. But I don't think I am with this map. Now I want you to focus on both of the numbers. 8 to 15 inches of snow from Boston, the Merrimack Valley to Cape Cod. That doesn't mean we get 15 inches. That's why I give a range, 8 to 15 inches. 8, at least 15 max, 12 to 18 from the, I would say Essex County, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Portland, Maine, and about 2 feet up around Bangor. We're looking for 6 to 12 inches of snow in the yellow zone, 3 to 6 inches of snow back into the Berkshires. So we say goodbye to this storm. Tomorrow afternoon, we catch a break on Monday and Tuesday. You've heard the rumors about a second storm. I want to show you very quickly what's going on. This is off the latest GFS model here, and this is valid for 4 o'clock Wednesday morning. You say, gee, once again, Mark, low pressure looks like with the cold front zone, it's too far offshore to get us. So why are you going for snow? Well, this is what I'm seeing. This is a surface map, but you tell me what you think. We're going to put on the 500 millibar map, jet stream level, 18,000 feet up. So if the prognostic chart is saying you've got a low, whoop, I don't want to do that yet. No. Come back here, Mark. If you have a low way out here, with this trough digging in so far west, my sense is the storm's going to be closer to the coast, and I think we see snow break out again for Tuesday night and Wednesday. Just what you wanted to hear. Here's the forecast for Boston. Overnight snowy, becoming windy late at night. Some lulls in the precipitation possible for a while late tonight. Lows about 20. Now, again, we had the snowfall map up there. You already saw. Actually, that's the old map. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's still up there. I'm a little confused, but is it too early to start drinking? Okay, let's show you the 5-day forecast. And I didn't put on the 5-day forecast, you know. So did I bring in the 5-day forecast? I did. You got to excuse me, folks. I've had very little sleep. The mind's a little flablunged here. So Sunday, it's a snowy, windy, cold start, certainly. Temperatures near 10. The storm is done early in the afternoon. And then Monday, it's sunny, windy, and cold. It's about 8. Tuesday, a sunny start, clouding up 26. More snow breaks out Tuesday night, continues at least through, I would say, mid-afternoon on Wednesday. There could be a plowable snow, and then more bitter cold. So you can keep it all together until you can't. So I had a lapse in memory. So shoot me. What do you want? I've done 7 minutes of weather. I need to go do my nails and have a cocktail, and I'll see you all later. I'm meteorologist Mark Rosenthal. Please be safe. Enjoy your evening.